Thank you for joining us, and we appreciate you being here. Could you just start us off with a quick opening statement about your team? And with the season a week away, you open Wednesday against College of Charleston. So, maybe.
Sandy, and I'll tell you, I was able to listen to the last part of Steve Forbes, and I was able to listen to the last part of Coach Forbes, and he kept going in and out. And one of the questions, I think it may have been the last question, they kept cutting in and out. So you guys may want to look into it and see if you can do a better job of it. I know I'll screw it up even more. Yeah, we've had 25, I guess. We have 4 guys who played a lot last time. Garrison, successful year. And then Armando Bicott, Leaky Black, and Andrew Platek to a much lesser degree. And for our team to be successful, those guys have got to step forward and really play. We have 6 freshmen that there'll be times where they'll play a lot. And I wouldn't be surprised if sometimes we have 5 freshmen on the court together. We open up next Wednesday with College of Charleston, and I'd like to have about another month of practice because we're nowhere near ready to play, but the calendar doesn't stop. So we're anxious to see how we're doing. We had a season last year that left definitely a bad taste in our mouths.
All right, Coach, thank you. Your first question will come from C.L. Brown. Line's open.
Hi, Roy. Thanks for being with us this afternoon. You added depth to your front court, but the way the trend in college basketball and for pros for that matter is a lot of teams using these smaller lineups with the undersized 4. So I was wondering what you have seen in terms of perimeter defensive skills from your core guys that are going to be in that front court rotation who might have to play a smaller, quicker 4-man.
Well, if they want to play, they're going to have to be able to guard him. And I've never been afraid to do things differently. And in fact, in 2017, when we won a national championship, the day between the semifinals and finals, we had the press obligations. And Mark, you said, God, isn't this great? We both get to play against somebody that's got 2 low post players. And I said, yeah, but, it's a game's going in a different direction, but we're the only 2 left, so it's okay to do things differently. And what it means is, yeah, we've got to be able to get out on the court and guard those guys, but they have to guard us as well. And I think the game has changed a great deal, but I like being stubborn, and I like to play with 2 post guys if I can. I like inside. I like to get fouled, and so we've got to get those guys who are going to have to play smaller guys. They've got to be able to get out on the court and do it, and we try to practice it every day.
I just want to follow with Cole being picked last night. This will be your 3rd straight season breaking in a new starting point guard. Is there a common thread, or what common thread is there for you getting them prepared to play at the pace and tempo that you like?
Well, it takes a while, CL. There's no question, because I do like to push it, and every kid says they want to run, and then they realize how hard it is, and it's not as much fun anymore, particularly in practice doing it every day. But this year, perhaps it might be even a little more unusual. My guess is that we'll have a freshman at the point guard, and when he goes out, there'll be another freshman at the point guard. I've started plenty of freshmen at the point guard over the years, and it's a process that they have to listen every day, take as many things as you give them every day, and knowing that you're going to give them a lot of things the next day, and they need to try to grab as many things as they can. And the next day I may emphasize the same things and add a few, and so they got to try to grab as many things as they can. But we've done it a lot, and so that part is not unusual, and especially, with Kobe and Cole and Marcus and Ty Lawson, all those guys were really gifted and understood the game too, and I think that Caleb and RJ give us some of that knowledge as well.
Okay, your next question is from Brendan Marks. Brendan, line's open.
Morning, Coach, or afternoon, I guess now. Thanks so much for joining us. On the last Zoom that we had done with you, you mentioned that Anthony was still in the rehab process. I'm just wondering, what's his status right now, and do you foresee him being available for next Wednesday?
I'm sorry, you cut out. I don't know who you were asking about.
I was asking about Anthony. How is his recovery coming, and what would you foresee him being available next Wednesday?
No, he will not play next Wednesday, but he's starting to get more involved, but he's not completely been released yet.
And how would you say, I know you had mentioned a couple of weeks ago he was still a few weeks out. Has he been back doing full scrimmage stuff yet, or is he still working on his own?
He's still, again, he's doing some things. He's not doing anything full court. He's doing some things half court and some things dummy, but it's the medical people will tell me when he's ready to go, and when he does that, then we'll get him back in the full court up and down 5-on-5 stuff.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good luck this week, Coach.
Thank you.
Next question is from Ross Martin. Ross, your line's open.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned some of the freshmen. I was wondering what you've been most impressed with from Dayron Sharp, and if you could also answer that on RJ Davis.
Well, Dayron has got a national how important that is, and so we're more than probably he's ever had, and he's really doing a great job of that. He can score inside, he can block some shots. He's not where we want him to be defensively by any means. He's really a good passer. The only problem is, like a lot of quarterbacks, they don't see the defense, but he'll make a great pass and then he'll turn it over and make a great pass. We cut down on that part of it, but taking the ball to the basket and rebounding his own missed shots and the other guys' missed shots, he's been fantastic. That RJ gives you a little bit of old school values that he has out there because he's always penetrating, probing, trying to see what's happening. A little undersized to play the two, but he'll end up playing the two some as well this year. And I think that he has a really good feel of how to play the game and the pace that I want to play, and he just has good natural instincts. He'll play a heck of a lot for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, your next question is from Mark Larson. Mark, your line's open.
Coach, I work on the Spectrum News in Syracuse. I know you and Coach Boeheim are pretty close. I wondered if you'd spoken to him since he contracted the virus, and how concerned are you about a similar situation?
Well, Jimmy and I have been on two different Zoom calls in the last 2 days, and he appears to be doing well. He gave us a report that he hadn't had many symptoms and what was going on, so he's doing well. And I think we all have to be concerned about that. There's no question. Every single day, I've got my mask right here. I can put it on, and I don't know if it helps my looks or hurts my looks, either one. But I'm wearing a mask in practice, in full practice, every single day. I'm going to wear a mask during the game and keep it on during the entire game. And I think it's just something that we're faced with right here, and we've got to try to do the best thing we can.
Is it something you're afraid of, would you say, or just respectful of, or what's the level of concern?
Well, damn, if you're not afraid of something, it's killed over 250,000 people. You're damn right I'm afraid of it. That's aware of it and respect it, yeah, but heck, I don't want to get the thing, and it's I'm serious, guys. Over 250,000 people have died from the thing, so if you're not afraid of it, you're crazy.
Thank you, Coach. Be well.
Thank you.
Okay, we have time for one more call or one more question. We'll go to Greg Barnes. Greg, your line's open.
Hey, Roy, wanted to go back to the point guard discussion. How do you see that kind of working with the rotation with Caleb Love and RJ Davis? Are both of those guys capable of sliding over to the two, and how do you see that playing out?
Greg, I really have no idea yet, and I think it'll play out more once we get into the games. But they're spending a lot of time on the court together. Sometimes as well, and they've been doing it for 25 practices. And there are some small adjustments they have to make, and they're doing really a pretty good job considering everything else. But they've been on the court a lot together, and they will also spell each other. So it's something that's going to have to play out. And am I pleased with it? No, I'm not pleased with anything right now, but they're doing a nice job.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, thanks for the time today. We appreciate it. Good luck next week.
Stay safe.